Reporting from the Ford Center, the 4-game home winning streak is over, Darnell, and it's because of what? The big anticipated matchup between Westbrook and Rose. Rose goes off 10 of 10 in the second half to lead the Bulls to a rally and a win.
I don't know what he was. I mean, the guy was impressive. 25 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 12 of 14 shooting, made all 10 of his shots in the second half. I mean, the guy really turned it on when his team needed him to. The Bulls came out of the first half, out of halftime, down 5, and he came out and made 10 of their first 12 shots, and that was really the ball game. I mean, he took over and elevated this team to another level tonight.
In contrast, Kevin Durant has a game-high 28 points. He's hot in the first half, but only 1 of 9 in the second half, and so part of it is still trying to find your rhythm after the injury, or is it just Kevin having an off second half?
You know, I think that's sort of been the story of this season. I mean, Kevin Durant has got to find a way to score in the fourth quarter. I mean, there's been several games where he's just sort of been absent in the fourth quarter or disappeared. I think Scott Brooks has to do a better job of running plays for him, getting the ball to him in better spots because you just can't have a 1-for-9 second half when you see the other team's franchise player going off and making 10 of 10 field goals to will his team to victory.
And because Chicago took the lead late in the third quarter on Rose, we look up a stat. The Thunder is 4-39 when trailing after 3 quarters, which is a sign this isn't a team that really gets on its back and comes back with a rally. It's a team that's got to have the lead. The one thing that stood out, though, is they got 30 points off 22 turnovers for the Bulls tonight. That's usually a stat that costs them, but the big one was rebounding. They got out-rebounded by 17. And Coach Brooks said in post-game show, for a change, we didn't have the effort and desire more. And this is a Bulls team coming off a back-to-back with a big win over Boston last night. Everybody assumed they'd be flat. Is this one of those they did learn their lesson? He all but insinuated they got a little fat and sassy on their success tonight.
Well, they started out pretty good. I mean, when they were up 5 at halftime, I think they just got out-hustled there in that third quarter. Scott Brooks has been talking about it for the last couple of weeks now. They're going to play playoff teams. These teams are fighting for playoff spots. The Chicago, Utah's coming in here. San Antonio came in here and laid an egg. But this team, the Bulls, showed that they were hungry to get that 8th seed or even higher in the Eastern Conference, and they played like it. And the Thunder didn't have an answer for it in the second half.
Well, 2 of the next 3 will be at home. They play Utah, like you said, Friday night. They go to Minnesota Sunday. Back here is Kobe and the Lakers on Tuesday. So 2 great games for fans coming up Friday and next Tuesday.
Yeah, I think, what you have to really pay attention to Friday is Darren Williams. He could come in here and do the same thing that Derrick Rose just did tonight. One of the game's best point guards. I think the second best behind Chris Paul. And then Kobe Bryant, he already came in here and showed what he's all about. So really good stretch of games coming up here. Derrick Rose, I think, was probably the second best performance on the season by an opposing player behind Dwight Howard's triple-double back in, I think it was December or November.
That'll wrap it up from the Ford Center. We'll see you Friday night when the Jazz are in town.